Ballooning experts in the West are reassuring people that flights in this country are safe. Of course, this is following today's accident in Egypt in which 19 people died.
Balloon pilots here are subject to many more checks and have some of the best safety records in the world. Fiona Lambden reports.
The charred remains of a tourist hot air balloon flight that went so terribly wrong. It's thought the balloon caught fire and exploded before plunging into a sugarcane field near Luxor. 19 passengers died, 3 of those were from the UK. 2,000 miles away back in Bristol, Phil Dunnington is watching the news very closely. He was sent to Egypt to help improve their ballooning safety after a series of accidents there 4 years ago. Part of his briefing was to fly with every single one of Egypt's 36 pilots. He was most worried about their communication skills.
So if you have, say, a group of Japanese whose English is sketchy, being briefed by an Egyptian whose English is sketchy, then there can be misunderstanding. But I'm not suggesting that this accident is likely to be a result of that, but that's one of the areas that I was concerned about.
Bristol is seen by many as the ballooning capital of the world. The vast majority of all balloons are made here at Cameron's in Bedminster. And today, pilot Clive Bailey is booking one of his fleet in for its annual service.
It's a very rigorous check. It's an aircraft, so it's exactly the same as a 747. OK, you might think it's just a balloon, but there are some pretty important parts that keep them in the air. And they're checked every 100 hours to make sure that we don't have any sort of equipment failure.
Well, ballooning here in the UK is so highly regulated that each balloon has its own logbook. All the flights are recorded in it. Not only the flights though, any repairs that are made during the inspection. Here you see it says one small patch. There was obviously a hole in the envelope of the balloon. That's been recorded so everyone can see it's been done.
This logbook is then double-checked again by the Civil Aviation Authority. But that's something that doesn't happen in Egypt, according to experts here. There are few independent checks, and when they do happen, they're carried out by people who have little experience of ballooning. Nobody knows exactly what went wrong this morning, but experts here in Bristol question whether enough is being done to keep tourists safe. Fiona Lambden, BBC Points West in Bristol.
Getting stuck